The storm in Montecito has passed, but its echoes linger like thunder across the Sussex's fragile haven. Meghan and Harry stand bruised by Charles's secret letters and a hidden crown, Archie's dreams of castles haunting their sanctuary. The narrator, with a journalist's poise, declares, "The world watches divided. Some cheer Meghan's fight to shield her son, others mourn his lost royal roots." As they mend their peace, a new rumor ignites. Charles is plotting to reach Archie with a secret call. Whispers of Meghan's ambitions, rising beyond Harry, fuel the fire. Will a king's love or a mother's resolve shape Archie's future, or is Meghan's next move the boldest yet? Morning light floods Montecito's kitchen, where Meghan pours coffee, her eyes weary but resolute, like a general after battle. She's hidden Charles's letters and miniature crown, cleared Archie's shelf of royal books, replacing them with tales of stars and seas. The narrator, blending story with commentary, observes, Meghan fights to reclaim her son's dreams, but the crown's shadow is relentless, creeping through her California fortress. Archie, eating cereal, hums a tune about knights, oblivious to the rift tearing at his parents. The camera lingers on his innocent smile, a child caught in a chess game of legacies, his crayon castle's a silent challenge. Harry joins them, his grin forced, a fragile mask over their confrontation's scars. The narrator delves into his soul. He gave up everything, titles, family, home, for love, but now he wonders if love is slipping away. A flashback shows him burning Charles's latest note in the garden, its ashes scattering like his fading ties to the monarchy. But the camera catches a fragment, unburned, bearing Archie in elegant script. The narrator muses, even in ashes, the past endures, whispering of battles yet to come. The resolution unfolds, delicate as glass. Meghan and Harry agree to shield Archie from royal influences, donating his castle books to a local library. Their hands brush in a moment of unity, a flicker of the love that brought them here. The narrator paints a tender scene. Meghan reading to Archie about comets, his eyes bright with wonder, free, for now, from dreams of crowns. But the piece feels brittle, a pause in a larger storm. The second text's rumors loom large. Meghan's elite meetings with Hollywood moguls, perhaps eyeing a political run, hint at a future beyond Harry. The narrator reflects. Her empire rises, a beacon of independence, but will it leave her prince in darkness? Social media buzzes with fervor, dramatized from X posts #Team Meghan praises her for guarding Archie from royal pressure, posting, she's saving her son from a toxic system. Supporters see her as a mother protecting her child, a visionary carving her own path. #Royal fans counter, accusing her of erasing Archie's birthright, he deserves his heritage. They argue Charles, as grandfather, has a right to connect with his heir. The narrator stokes the divide. Is Meghan a protector, shielding her son from a gilded cage, or a strategist rewriting her story at Harry's expense? Imagined headlines flash across the screen, Meghan's war on the crown versus Charles fights for his heir. The divide fuels thousands of comments and shares, as the book's Chia Fee strategy, Chuang-1, intends. In London, Charles learns of the drama through aides. The camera shows him in Buckingham Palace's grand study, gazing at a framed photo of Archie, his face etched with longing. He's my grandson, he murmurs, his voice heavy with the king's resolve. A new rumor, fictionalized per Chuang-1, surfaces. Charles is arranging a private video call with Archie, bypassing Harry and Meghan entirely. The narrator warns, a king's love can be as dangerous as his power, and Charles is no ordinary grandfather. The second text's whispers resurface. Meghan's ambitions, film projects, global influence, perhaps a political run, cast Harry as a fading figure, his sacrifices for love overshadowed by her rising star. Back in Montecito, Meghan and Harry take Archie to the beach, laughing as he chases waves under the California sun. The narrator captures their fleeting joy. For a moment, they're just a family, not a headline in a royal saga. But a paparazzi shot leaks, dramatized, showing Harry meeting a mysterious figure at a cafe, perhaps a palace envoy. The narrator questions, is Harry reaching for his past, or being pulled into a royal trap? The second text's rumors deepen. Meghan's elite circles, CEOs, influencers, suggest she's planning a future where Harry may not fit. The first act closes with a subtle twist. Archie's teacher calls Meghan, mentioning a new drawing, a knight crowned with a golden circlet, labeled me. The narrator, with a journalist's chill, intones, Meghan thought she'd bury the fantasy, but Archie's dreams grow bolder, defying her control. The camera zooms on the drawing, its edges curling like a royal scroll, a silent challenge to her resolve. The world's eyes burn on Montecito, where Meghan and Harry cling to a fragile piece, bruised by Charles's secret letters and a hidden crown. But the roots of this divide stretch back, to a time when a Hollywood star and a prince dared to rewrite their story. The narrator, with a journalist's lens, whispers, to understand this clash, we must rewind, to the moment Meghan chose ambition over tradition, and Harry chose love over duty. Why does Archie's crayon castle spark such fear? And what drives the world to pick sides in their saga? A king's longing, a mother's resolve, and a prince's fading light hold the answers. Can a family outrun a legacy that claims their son, or will it fracture them forever?
The camera fades to 2018, St. George's Chapel in Windsor, where Meghan, radiant in white, walks toward Harry under the world's gaze. The narrator sets the stage. This was the fairy tale, a Hollywood star marrying a prince, defying centuries of tradition. But beneath the cheers, cracks formed. The narrator reflects, Meghan, an outsider, studied the monarchy's rules, only to break them. The second text notes her strategic rise, from actress to global influencer, foreshadowing her empire. Cut to Montecito, July 2025. The Sussexes' mansion glows, a sanctuary of glass and light. Meghan walks through its halls, Archie's laughter echoing from the garden. The narrator introduces her. Meghan, 43, is a mother first, a visionary second, her empire soaring with podcasts and deals. Yet her fear, per the Mirror, is unrelenting. Archie's questions about Grandad's castle threaten her control. The camera lingers on a photo, Meghan and Archie at a 2022 charity event, her smile protective, his eyes curious. A flashback unfolds, 2020, Frogmore Cottage. Rain streaks the windows as Harry and Meghan pack, their faces etched with resolve. The narrator paints their exodus, security cuts and tabloid wars drove them to California, seeking a life free from royal chains. In a dramatized moment, Meghan tells Harry, "Our son deserves better than this cage." Their flight was a pact for freedom, but the narrator muses, freedom comes at a cost, and the past is a relentless hunter. Back in the present, the narrator introduces the public's divide. Social media, dramatized, erupts, hashtag Team Meghan posts, she's saving Archie from royal chaos. Hashtag royal fans counter, she's erasing his heritage. The narrator stokes the debate, is Meghan protecting her son, or rewriting his story for her own gain? The second text's rumors deepen, Meghan's elite meetings, Hollywood moguls, perhaps political allies, suggest a future beyond Harry, a queen crafting her own throne. Charles enters the narrative, a king separated by an ocean. The camera shows him in Buckingham Palace, gazing at Archie's photo. "He's my grandson," he murmurs, voice heavy. The Mirror notes Charles's gifts, storybooks, a miniature crown, defy Meghan's pleas for simplicity. A dramatized scene shows him sealing a letter, "To Archie, my prince." The narrator questions, is this a grandfather's love, or a bid for his heir? Harry's struggle surfaces. The second text paints him as fading, a prince outshone. The narrator delves into his soul, he gave up everything for love, but now he questions if love is enough. A friend, dramatized, claims Harry tried calling William, only to face silence. The camera catches him in the nursery, flipping through Archie's books, pausing at A King's Tale, his eyes clouded with doubt. A man moi emerges, a paparazzi shot, dramatized, shows Harry meeting a mysterious figure at a cafe, perhaps a palace envoy. The narrator warns, secrets, like crowns, cast long shadows, and Harry's moves are no longer his own. The scene closes with Meghan watching Archie play on the beach, her resolve firm but her heart uneasy, sensing the storm gathering strength. The world's divide over Archie's future has ignited a firestorm, with Meghan and Harry at its heart. Social media rages, splitting between those who cheer Meghan's fight to shield her son and those who mourn his lost heritage. The narrator, with a journalist's edge, declares, this is no mere debate, it's a global clash over a young prince's soul. As Meghan strengthens her resolve, a new rumor threatens to unravel everything. Charles is planning a secret video call to reach Archie, a crown waiting in the wings. Whispers of the global firestorm over Archie's future burns on, with Meghan and Harry caught in its flames. Their fragile peace in Montecito teeters as the world picks sides. Some hail Meghan's fight to shield her son, others cry for his royal roots. The narrator, with a journalist's chill, declares, this is no debate, it's a battle for a prince's destiny. As Meghan tightens her grip on Archie's dreams, a new rumor threatens to shatter everything. Charles is moving closer to his grandson with a secret video call, a crown waiting. Whispers of Meghan's ambitions, perhaps leaving Harry, add fuel. Will a king's love, a mother's resolve, or a prince's doubt shape Archie's path? The Montecito sun sets, casting a golden glow over the Sussexes' mansion. Meghan sits with Archie, reading about comets, her voice steady but her eyes vigilant. The narrator observes, Meghan has buried the royal books and crown, but the crown's shadow lingers, a silent threat. Archie, oblivious, draws a knight crowned with gold, labeling it me. The camera zooms on the drawing, its edges curling like a royal scroll, a challenge to Meghan's control. Harry stands at the window, his face etched with doubt. The narrator delves into his soul. He gave up everything for love, but now he fears love is slipping away. A flashback shows him in 2022, at the Queen's Jubilee, watching Archie toddle through palace halls. "He belongs here," Charles whispered then. Now, Harry's silence hides a truth. He's tried calling William, only to face silence. The resolution unfolds. Meghan and Harry recommit to shielding Archie, planning a family trip to disconnect from royal drama. The narrator paints their effort. They chase normalcy, but normalcy is a fleeting guest. Social media, dramatized, remains divided. Hashtag Team Meghan posts, "She's protecting her son." Hashtag royal fans retort, "She's stealing his legacy." The narrator stokes, is Meghan a mother guarding her child, or a strategist building an empire at Harry's expense? A new rumor surfaces. Charles is arranging a video call with Archie, bypassing his parents. The narrator warns, a king's reach is long, and Charles plays a patient game. The second text's whispers resurface. Meghan's elite meetings suggest a future without Harry. The camera catches her at a gala, radiant among moguls, while Harry fades in the background. The final twist lands. Archie's teacher sends Meghan a photo of his latest drawing, a knight, crowned, standing before a castle, labeled me. The narrator intones, Meghan thought she'd won, but Archie's dreams defy her. The camera lingers on the drawing, a royal echo.